Well, hello and welcome, beautiful Aries, to your weekly readings. I'm Simone, and this week I will be doing both a general and a love reading for you. Please keep in mind that these are not personal readings, so they may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. You may need to go ahead and have a look at your moon, Venus, or rising signs to get a better idea of what to expect for the week. To those of you who have been here before, thank you so much for your likes, shares and subscribes. I really appreciate it. And it lets me know that you'd like for me to keep doing this. So let's just get straight into it. I'm going to pull 3 cards just to give us a bit of an idea of what the focus is going to be this week. Straight off the bat, I keep hearing the word Aria, and I feel like it might be somebody's name. So if your name is Aria and you're watching, there's definitely going to be something in this message that is for you. So they'd like for you to pay extra attention here. I do feel like big changes are happening again, Aries. I feel like I say that every week. But I feel like Aries could be smashing out some goals this week, or seeing some positive movement here. But let's see what the cards have to say. We've got let it go, new, and soulmate connection. Wow. Okay, so I can read this in a couple of ways. So definitely let it go is talking about leaving something that's already happened in the past, something that no longer serves you, or something that's no longer serving its purpose. It's time to let that go. Any negative energy that you may have around something that's happened in the past. They're talking about just moving through that. If it was a past relationship and you've been holding some negativity or some bad feelings towards that person, you've been encouraged to move on from that, and allow for something new to come into your life. Because as we know, when one cycle ends and we leave something alone that was not meant for us, then it allows for something new to come in. So Aries, you could be looking at a new soulmate connection here. And if it's not something romantic that's coming into your life, it could just be that the next thing that's coming in for you is like a perfect match. Probably something that you've always wanted, something that you've been working hard towards. It's finally starting to happen for you. But definitely, as I said, we've got new things coming in. Could be a person, could be that soulmate that you've been waiting for. But whatever it is that's coming in, it's all positive, and that's because you've been able to let go of something that has been troubling you in the past, and you know that you've got to let that go to move on to sort of the next big thing for you, Aries. Oh, okay. We've got cards jumping out. So we've got the 7 of Wands. So being that it's come up under let it go, it's like, yeah, this is done. This conflict from the past, where things haven't been feeling right with a particular person, perhaps it's time to move on from that person. Something that's been troubling you, conflict that you've been having within your mind, you can now put that aside. We've got the 9 of Cups and the Devil here as well. So definitely working towards what you feel is feeling like purpose. I need to say purpose. You're feeling like it's your purpose, what you're moving into. Now, just be careful if you're moving towards another person. So if somebody does pop up into your life, you may very quickly become attached to that person. Being that this is under soulmate connection, we've got the Devil here. But so it could be somebody that you've been waiting for a while. You may have had your eye on someone, and now It's like you get the green light because you've closed off an old cycle. Could also be somebody that you wouldn't normally consider as your type, and then they come in and you're like, oh, I didn't think I'd go for somebody like this, but here they are, and now you can't get enough of them. We've got the Five of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Empress. So moving on from that person that left you out in the cold, or that situation that really wasn't working in your favor. We've got the Justice card here, so it's an area in which you've been waiting for balance, and I feel like you haven't gotten that yet. So it's time to just go, okay, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm just going to move on. I feel like you've been working so hard towards this, Aries, and it's that feeling of, well, when is it going to happen? When am I going to get my lucky break? But I feel like that's coming. You've been trying to stay patient to get towards that happy ending, to get towards that happy end result that you've been putting so much work into. I've got this feeling of just being exhausted. So if that is you, Aries, and you are feeling exhausted, you feel like you've been working so hard and seeing nothing come out of it, I really do feel for you. And you should see that improving, that situation's improving. And you can step into your greatness. And I feel like for a lot of you, you will be stepping into that greatness with another person, where maybe you've been wanting to settle down. But I do feel very strongly that you need to just be careful and looking out for any red flags, being careful not to get attached too quickly, definitely letting something go, and working towards something in the future here. I feel like this new person that's coming in for some of you sort of sees you as being just everything, that you're just completely amazing, that Aries knows what they're doing, and Aries knows what they want, and just seeing you as this amazing person that knows about life, and you have life experience, and you're happy to talk about that with this new person that comes in. I feel like family is coming up here as well. I just heard family. So anywhere in which you may have had issues with family members, I feel like that can be worked on now as well, where you're letting go of things that have happened in the past, and now you're ready to sort of make amends here, and you just want things to balance out. I feel like you want to let go of what happened so that you can start new and start fresh. We've got the King of Cups here and the Six of Pentacles. Feeling like you need to get some emotion out. You need to talk about what's been going on with you. You're looking for somebody to listen, somebody to take on board what you're saying so that you can get it out, and then you can move on from that. And I feel like you're willing to do what it takes to make amends with somebody. I'm feeling like forgiveness, or not giving up so much, but being willing to compromise so that things can start fresh again. I'm really getting this feeling of compromise. We need to compromise here. Stop the arguing. let go of the stress and anxiety. And I feel like it's on your part and somebody else's part. But I'm feeling like you're the one that's going to step forward, Aries, and say, hey, I want to put an end to this. Can we just let things go? Perhaps you meet somebody that you're romantically interested in, and then you say to an ex-partner, hey, can we just let things go now? I've got somebody else in my life. I really would like to put an end to these arguments that we've had, or where we've not been seeing eye to eye. But this new person, or this new thing that comes in for you, is very much meant for you. I feel like things will just fall into place. And when you meet them, being that it's your soulmate, when you meet this person, it's going to be like, well, where have you been all my life? I've been waiting for you. I knew you were coming. I've been waiting because I knew that you were coming. You may feel like you've met them before, even though it's the first time that you're meeting, being that it's a soulmate connection. But I feel like, yeah, everything's just going to fall into place, Aries. And if it's not with a new romantic interest, I do feel very much like it's your home life or your family, where things are finally going to be falling into place, just as you've wanted them to. Like, you know, I can let go. I can let go of any negative thoughts or feelings that I've been holding on to. You know, I feel like you're going to have that conversation with that person that allows you to put an end to that cycle, so that new opportunities, new people, a lot of positivity can come into your life. I feel like some of you have been feeling really stuck. They're showing me some red shoes as well. So if you bought red shoes recently, well, then there's something in this message for you. But it's also feeling a bit like in The Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy gets the ruby slippers, and, you know, she clicks her heels together and she says there's no place like home. And she goes home and everybody's happy. That's how it's feeling. Like there's no place like home. You've got the ruby slippers. You can make things work out. You know, you can get out of the nightmare and start living the dream, is how I'm feeling it, Aries. So that's really good energy for the week. Going to move into the love reading now, which is going to be really interesting, since we did pick up on a soulmate energy there. So let's see what's coming in for Aries in love this week. I'm really interested to see this. We've got Strength, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So this is the current energy around your love life at the moment. And I feel like you've been waiting a really long time to be able to express the passion that you have within you, Aries. And, you know, you may have been thinking, well, it's never going to happen. This is never going to happen for me. But I feel like, you know, now is the time that somebody's going to be coming towards you, because I feel like you've been working on yourself. I don't know. I feel like somebody has been working on trying to let themselves be more vulnerable, trying to let their walls down a little bit, or softening their heart so that they're able to receive love. I'm feeling that quite strongly in the Strength card here, that somebody's been working on being able to receive love, instead of feeling like everybody that comes towards you has a hidden agenda, or that they're just going to use you, or they're going to use you for your money, or, you know, maybe you're known by a lot of people, and you're thinking that this person's coming in just because you have a high standing in life. But I feel like somebody's going to come in and see you for who you are instead of what you have, which is super important. We've got the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, big love there. Again, the Nine of Wands here is what I was talking about before, where you're thinking that whoever's coming in may have a hidden agenda or may just be interested in you because of what you have or because of what you can give them. And this is a battle that you've sort of been having in your mind for quite some time, but you have so much love to give, Aries. And I feel like you're kind of not giving yourself the chance because you feeling like people are out to get you. But you really just want to be able to give that love. You want that commitment. You want to be able to settle down with somebody. And I feel like you've been really putting in the work to get to the stage where you go, yeah, okay, I'm ready now for somebody to come in. I've let go of anything that's happened in the past, and I'm feeling like I'm ready to accept love. And when, if somebody pays me a compliment, I'm not going to freak out and block it and try to run away from that person, because I'm going to believe that this person actually sees the good qualities within me and that they want to be a part of my life. So yeah, just really trying not to be too guarded with the Four of Pentacles here. And we've got the Empress again, which is just so cool, because that's allowing new things to come in, and that's working on yourself. And the Page of Wands here, reason to celebrate. It's new beginnings. You could be, as I said, you could be having a soulmate coming in for you, because we've got the Ace of Cups here. So that's somebody who's willing and ready to give love to you. And with the Knight of Wands there, we've got passionate communication, and it feels fun. It feels like finally you've got somebody coming in who gets you, somebody who you can start to let your walls down with, because that's what you've been waiting for. Icy. I just heard the word icy. So if you have had somebody who's been trying to express their feelings towards you, and you've been a bit, no, you need to back off, and you've been a bit icy towards that person, maybe that's something to think about. Maybe you've had those walls up to protect yourself, and you've been really standoffish with them, because I am really drawn to this Nine of Wands here too. Perhaps you've been really standoffish with them, but as I said earlier, maybe it's time, where you've got this new person coming in and you go, oh, I never would have thought that I'd be with somebody like that, or perhaps they weren't attractive to me before, but I'm finding them really quite attractive now. What is this about? Perhaps they're a friend, or somebody that you work with, somebody that you bump into of a morning in a cafe, because I can smell coffee at the moment. I kind of feel like it's the person, for at least one of you out there, Aries, it's the person that when you go into the cafe or your favorite coffee shop of a morning before work or before you start your day, there is a person there that serves you behind the counter. And they're the one that you make payment to, or they hand you your coffee, and they're very, very lovely, very friendly, but they do not look like the kind of person that you would typically be attracted to. Now, I do feel like there's something behind this person's friendliness, where perhaps they would like to get to know you on a much deeper level. So for some of you, this person might ask you for your number this week, or ask you, hey, do you have Facebook? That would be really cool, because I feel like they're a really cool person. And then I just heard blue eyes. So whether that person has blue eyes, maybe you have blue eyes, but there's definitely something in that message about the coffee for you, Aries. And then we've got the Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, and Ten of Cups. So a lot of emotion involved here. Again, where I was talking about walking away from something that's been on your mind for quite some time. I really feel like there's somebody that you need to be letting go of so that you can walk towards this happiness and this Ten of Cups. Yes, you will always still carry a flame for that person that you're letting go of. But it's just about acknowledging, okay, that's over. Yes, I'm always going to have an attachment to them, but now it's time for me to walk into the next stage of my life. And they've just told me to look at the bottom of the deck, where I've pulled out both the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. So that's telling me that you're healing from something and moving on to a calmer place. Letting go of those emotions that were negative, or where you've been grieving what you had with somebody. And I did mention family earlier before. So as I said, letting go of any negativity that you may have had with a family member, or a situation where things were not working out how you wanted them to. Maybe there's somebody that you haven't been talking to. And then they've just said the name Kara. So take that however it resonates, Kara. So perhaps there's somebody that you've not been talking to within your family. I feel like either you're making the decision to now just walk on from that, or we're going to bury the hatchet here and we're going to talk things out. But there's a lot of emotion that's brewing here. So perhaps talking that out and making the decision to either now you're both going to get along with each other, or you're just going to let that go and you're now working on yourself and moving towards your own happiness. But yeah, if it's an old love interest, so I feel like letting that go so that you can now step into something new, allow that new soulmate to come in. As I said, being really careful about how quickly you do get attached to that person for some of you. But otherwise, this is beautiful. I feel like, letting go of the old to allow in the new, and really positive things happening for you this week and through the next couple of weeks as well, Aries. So thank you so much. That's pretty much all I've got for you this week. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this, if you could give me a like on the video, just so that I'm aware that the messages are getting to the right people. And if you feel so inclined, share and subscribe. But that's all I have this week. And thank you so much, Aries. Good luck. Well, hello there, gorgeous Leo, and welcome to your weekly readings with me. I'm Simone, and I will be doing both a general and a love reading for you this week for the week from the 30th of August to the 5th of September. Please keep in mind that this is not a personal reading. It's for basically anyone that comes across the reading. There's probably some kind of a message in here for you. Take it how it resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay. You may need to pop along and watch your moon, rising, or Venus sign to get a better idea of what to expect. Now, whatever comes up in this reading may not necessarily happen for you this week. It may be over the next couple of weeks, but we'll just see what happens. And I'm just going to jump straight into your reading. I'm going to pull a few cards to give us the general feel of what's coming up for you, Leo. I keep seeing the word transparent. So perhaps, Leo, you need to allow yourself to be transparent with somebody or within a situation, or maybe you're waiting for somebody to open up to you and be transparent with you. Also feeling like there may be some career changes or financial changes for you, Leo, but we'll see what the cards have to say and we'll take it from there. Here we go. We've got meditate, dreams, and fertile ground. So, Leo, What is this about? You are waiting for something to happen. Waiting, waiting, waiting. For something that you think is going to be a really good change for you, allowing positive growth. You could be manifesting here. Since we've got both meditate and dreams, this could be a case of perhaps you're putting on some kind of meditation before you go to sleep at night so that you can manifest while you are asleep. I know that there's quite a few videos on YouTube, and I'm seeing those as I'm talking about that. So putting on a meditation video so that you can manifest in your sleep. I feel like some of you are trying to open up your minds spiritually. Perhaps some of you are quite intuitive and you're trying to learn how to use those skills. But yeah, really a lot of deep thinking going on here, Leo, because you'd like to see some positive change come into your life. Something that you've been dreaming about, something that you have been putting a lot of effort into. It feels like something to bring about a positive outcome for you, Leo. Really good things, good feelings around this. I feel like it's hard work. You may feel like it's never going to happen, and that's why you're putting so much thought and really, really working towards making this happen for you. But you should see some positive change coming up with this really soon. And they've just, something really random that they've shown me is a big bottle of orange juice. So like a big 2 or 3 litre jug of orange juice. Maybe you just took a drink from a big bottle of orange juice, or that's your favorite thing to drink. I'm not really sure, but there should be something in this message for you if if orange juice resonates with you. Look at this. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Swords. So you're definitely looking at communicating with somebody here. You've got a lot that you want to say, Leo, but you're not really doing anything about it at the moment. I feel like you're waiting for... you're waiting to get some more information. It's like you're trying to download information so that you can start moving forward. Both the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords here is about starting something new. It's almost like you want a second chance. You want to be able to start something again, but there's a delay in the process, which is a real shame at the moment, because I mean, it's when we're being told to wait, that's because something isn't ready for us. What's meant for us isn't quite ready. We're not quite there yet. We need to get some more facts. We need to be looking at things from different angles. But I really feel like you're putting a plan in place, and you want to communicate that plan with somebody, but you're biding your time at the moment. It's like now is not the time. I don't have everything that I need or everything that I'm waiting for. Perhaps part of the plan hasn't been completely sorted out or thought through yet, so you're still working on your plan, but you are definitely, you have put in a lot of work here with the 7 of Pentacles. You've also got the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. So definitely you're feeling like it's not time to make a move yet, because you cannot see everything that you need to see in order to charge ahead with this plan. You know that at the end of the day, you are going to see a victory here with the 6 of Wands. If you don't know it, it's come up here. There will be a victory. And some real positive growth coming up for you. But you have been working at this really hard, and it's about just sort of sitting back at the moment and watching things fall into place. Don't make any sudden moves, Leo. I feel like that's what you're thinking at the moment. Let's not make any sudden moves because everything is not as it should be. Just dropped a card there. Actually, I dropped two. So we've got the Nine of Swords, the Strength card. And what else is coming here? So yeah, a lot of thought going into this. Possibly you're not sleeping very well because this is going over and over and over in your head, Leo. But you're trying to stay strong here with the Strength card. I feel like I need to say go the distance. Don't give up just yet because it's close. The time is close. The time is coming for you to make your move. You just need the final pieces of the puzzle, and you can work towards that stability with the King of Pentacles here. Now, kings are doers. Kings take action, and you've got that here. Fertile ground, Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, which tells me that your plan will eventually fall into place. I feel like you've made your choice. You know what you want to do. You're just waiting for the right time to bring that stability into your life. Do not give up, Leo. Do not give up. I really do still stick to what I said at the start about transparency, if I can get my words right. I feel like you're waiting for somebody to open up to you. Perhaps they're not saying what you want them to say, or they're not. It's like the actions are not matching the words. So they could be saying one thing to you, but they're not following through with the actions. And Leo, you like to have that balance there. If somebody says, say perhaps somebody says they love you or they really care about you, you want to see that. You want them to show you how much they care about you. If somebody says to you, I've heard about this job offer that I feel like will be fantastic for you, and then they go away and then you never hear about it again, you don't want to have to chase them up. You don't want to have to make those calls or write those emails and say, hey, what's going on with that job that you told me about? You want them to come back to you and say, hey, I've spoken to so-and-so and we think you're perfect for the job. So a couple of missed opportunities there, but it's because you don't feel like the plan is falling into place because the words and the actions are not matching up. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. So really wanting to step into your power here, Leo. Really wanting to be able to show that, hey, this is what I've got to offer. This is what I'm made of. We've got the Moon. So there's definitely something is missing. There could be... You could be under a little bit of an illusion with the Moon here. Like, try not to take everything at face value. And I guess, again, that's words and actions not matching up. So trying not to take everything at face value. It really feels like somebody is saying something to you, but they're not following through. It's like this is the main message that I'm getting at the moment. Somebody's saying something, but they're not following through. There's a lot of respect here as well. I feel like there's quite a high level of respect that's going on around you at the moment, Leo. I also feel like you're not giving yourself enough love. You're not, you might feel like you're not worthy of something that's on offer to you. Like you're second guessing yourself and you're second guessing your ability to be able to provide somebody with what they're asking for, whether that be a work opportunity. But at the end of the day, you actually do have all those qualities that this person or this workplace is looking for. You may also be coming across quite a stubborn person, somebody who is not prepared to sort of meet you halfway. And there again, they might be saying that they will, but they're not. Um, be really careful to not get too down on yourself, Leo, because the plan isn't working at the moment. Um, I really do feel like things are going to fall into place. You've got that Nine of Pentacles there, so um, it's like you're going places. It's you've got something to offer someone. You're really skillful, you're really knowledgeable. So if this is a career situation, you do have what it takes to step into that role. Now, it could be a role of authority. So whether, I mean, it could be within the police force, but definitely something where you would have to take on a role of authority. You do have what it takes. You do have what the qualities and skills that those people are looking for. You may also be needing to sort of step up. If this is a relationship issue, you may also be needing to step up, and I kind of feel like you need to put your foot down without being abusive, of course, but put your foot down and tell your person what it is that you want. And you may even need to say, hey, this is how I want to do things. This is what we're going to do now. Because it's like this back and forth, one person's ready and the other person's not, and then vice versa, and you're going backwards and forwards. And I feel like this has been going on for a really long time, backwards and forwards. It's like a game of tennis, bang, 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 bang. It's time for you to step up and say, hey, this is what I want. I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of you not reciprocating, or of you not doing what you say you're going to do. It might be the time for you to do that. And then once you get that out there, Leo, then you can be looking at the rest of the plan. And once you put that out there, they'll probably end up telling you where they're at or how they're feeling. And then that's going to give you that information download that you've been waiting for before you can execute what you've been planning. So kind of feel like it's time to rev the engines a bit here, Leo. And take that step and be transparent so that the other person will be transparent as well. Okay, so moving into your love reading for this week, Leo. As I said, this is from the 30th of August to the 5th of September. What does Leo need to know about love for this week? Love for Leo for this week, please, my spirit guides. They're really having me shuffle for love this week. So we've got the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So that's what I was saying before about transparency as well. Somebody is not saying what's on their mind, saying how they feel, which is causing quite a bit of grief here, because, you just want the happiness. You just want to be able to say exactly how you're feeling. Sorry, the way you can hear the energy when I'm saying that, like, I'm tired now. This has been going on for for too long. And like, I get it. I know these days with dating and whatnot, people do not like to catch feels or talk about how they're feeling because they're frightened that the other person might not feel the same. But enough already. It's enough now, but in this particular situation, for whoever I'm talking to here, Leo, it's tiring. It's tiring, and I feel like it's causing a lot of frustration because you just want to be happy. But there's this blockage where people are not being honest. People are not saying exactly how they feel. I feel like somebody keeps running away, which is super annoying. and it's funny, they're running away in this Seven of Swords, but I'm really drawn to this crow who's yelling over here, um, because they actually want to tell you how they feel. They actually want to say, yeah, let's do this. Um, but at the same time, they're hiding or running away. It's just super crazy. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and Judgment. So again, as I said before, this has been going on for quite some time, and it's becoming exhausting because you just want to put it out there with this Knight of Cups. It's, you know, you just want the romance, and you want to be able to move ahead with this Judgment over here. You want another chance. I feel like it's another chance. You just want things to work out. It's been going on and on and on. I dropped another card. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Magician, and the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, as I was saying before, you know that you are ready. You know that, like, emotionally, this is your person and you are ready to settle down with them. You've been waiting for this for a really long time, Leo. And you just want that equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles here. And I feel like it's not working out that way because this person is holding back. And I feel like really making you work for their love and for their for them to open up about their feelings. And you've been praying on this. Now, whether you are religious or not, praying can also be just wishing for something to happen, and you're wishing that this person would just give you a break and just let me in. You know, I've been doing all the things that you wanted me to do, and I'm doing all the right things as far as I know, but you're not. You're holding back, and I can't understand why now you would be holding back. I don't know who the really big Gatorade drinker is, but they've just shown me a big bottle of Gatorade. So whoever, you could be drinking Gatorade right now. Whoever likes Gatorade, drinks a lot of Gatorade, there's something in what I'm saying for you. We've got the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. So again, there's so much love here. And you've got, I mean, look at this. This is just love, love, love coming out of everywhere. And the High Priestess, knowing that this person is right for you, knowing that you've been waiting for this person to open up to you. It's, you know, opening up spiritually. But you're kind of getting nowhere with the Ten of Swords here. You know, you're thinking about how you would like things to be and where you would like for things to go. You want to openly communicate with this person, and it's the crows here in this Ten of Swords, I feel like are matching with the crows in the Seven of Swords, and also the Nine of Swords. I'm really drawn to the crows in your reading, Leo. And to me, it's like, well, your person isn't opening up even though they want to. They're running away. And they're causing you a lot of grief over here, and you're not sleeping, and you just want things to happen. And you're feeling like maybe they're getting away from you because, as I said before, they could be a runner. Now, this could be a twin flame situation where you've got the runner chaser, and as you're moving towards that person and they're running away from you, and vice versa, because that's how it's coming across here for me. And I did hear twin flame. So yeah, you could be in a twin flame situation where you feel like they're running and they're getting away from you, but I do feel like there is opportunity for you to get that back. It's just about waiting, trying to go the distance. Leo, I know it's hard. I know you're exhausted, but yeah, just hang in there. And I do feel like you'll be able to pull this all together with your person, and they will come to you, and they will start to make that movement towards you instead of running away. So yeah, that would be really interesting, and that would be great if that can happen for you, and then you can move forward with your plan, because I know you have a plan, Leo. So it's about getting the information that you need, getting the reciprocation, so that you can then move forward with your plan. But thank you so much. That's all I've got for you this week, Leo. I hope you got some guidance or clarity from the reading. If you did, please give me a like so that I know the messages are getting to the right people. And if you feel so inclined, please share or subscribe so that others can see this video as well. But thank you so much, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, Leo. Well, hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Simone, and I'll be doing your reading for this week from the 30th of August to the 5th of September. I'll be doing both a general and a love reading for you. Please keep in mind that this is not a personal reading. So it may or may not resonate with everyone. It's okay if it doesn't, but you may need to go and check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign to get a better idea of what to expect. Now, if you've been here before and you've seen me do a reading before, you would know that I pull a few cards to get started to give us a general idea of what the focus is going to be this week. So I'm just shuffling your cards to pull those first few cards. I feel really excited, Sagittarius. I'm feeling like, okay, yeah, I just want to get this done. I just want to get things started. First card there is no explanation, but feeling like you want to get the ball rolling on something, and you're perhaps growing impatient because you just want to see movement. There's, this, I feel like a bit of a fire in your belly or in your mind at the moment. It's, like it's time to get going. No explanation, let it go, and dignity. I'm not sure. I think you might have got dignity last week. But anyway, so you've possibly been waiting for somebody to tell you why something happened the way it did, why things worked out the way that they did, and you're not getting that explanation, and that's why we've got the no explanation card here. So it's quite possible that because the explanation that you're waiting on, it could even be an apology, but it could be that the explanation that you're waiting on, it's not coming, and you've been waiting for this and it's not coming. You've got no idea what's going on, so it's time to just move on from that with this let it go card, and with dignity there. Just carry on with your own business, Sagittarius. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Try not to act out towards whoever is not giving you that explanation. Handle the situation with dignity. Carry on with your business. Keep moving forward. I feel like that's really important there, Sagittarius, because I feel like somebody that I'm talking to may have the tendency to go off and start yelling and thinking before they have all the information. So if that's you, you're being reminded to progress with dignity in a dignified manner so that you do not look like the bad guy. So yeah, it could be that you've been waiting on this explanation for a time and it's not coming. You've been trying to be really patient, and you've been, you just want a balance there. It's like you already know. I feel like you already know what the explanation is, but you need the proof to back it up. And you're not getting the proof, so it's time to just move on and move forward. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Five of Cups here, so yeah, probably just walking away without causing too much of a scene, Sagittarius. I feel like is really important. Again, with the Seven of Cups, we're moving away from something. King of Swords, Three of Swords, So it could be somebody's could be quite stubborn and not wanting to give too much, and that could be the explanation that you're waiting for. Um, you really do want to have that big conversation with somebody, but you know that you need to just move on now, and think about what is coming up for you. Think about what you can work towards, and think about how moving on from this is going to allow for something better to come in. Now, it might not be a person, it could just be a situation that came to an end and you're not really sure why. Why did that happen? But you know, as they always say, when one cycle closes, it's to allow for a better cycle to begin. And I feel like this is the case for you, Sagittarius. So trying not to get into any conflict with anyone, trying not to bring up too many things from the past. Even though you want to have that conversation, I feel like you would be met with like a very stubborn personality or some kind of a block, or you're really not going to like what you hear, or you're not going to like the information that comes out. Now, some of you may have been wanting to travel and you've got a blockage there, not allowing you to travel or see somebody that you've really been missing. And perhaps you didn't get your refund for that trip, or there was no explanation. You were just told, hey, you can't get the plane, or you're not able to travel. It could be if you're in Australia, in New South Wales even at the moment, and you wanted to travel or you wanted to go see somebody. Because of the pandemic, the borders are closed, and you're not able to do that as you had planned. I really feel like that is for somebody, particularly if you were looking at going in September, and your plans have been shut down, and perhaps you were not given a refund for that. But yeah, there is a bit of conflict in your situation at the moment, and it's time for you to move on from that. You could be... It's like, well, you know, if I was just given an explanation, then I'd be able to let it go, and I'd be able to calm down and move on with things. But just keep in mind that you're probably not going to get the explanation that you're waiting for. And here is the Hanged Man telling us that you are waiting for something, Sagittarius. Something that you were really, really looking forward to has been shut down, and you just wanted to get there. You just wanted to get moving. I feel like that opportunity will come up further down the track for you. You are so burdened by this at the moment, thinking about this all the time. Could be that you're not sleeping. Some of you, now keep in mind that I am not a medical professional. I don't often talk on medical subjects, but some of you may be waiting for a diagnosis, because you have not been feeling really well. You've not been feeling yourself lately, and perhaps you're trying to find out what the cause of the problem is. It could be that the issue is giving you, causing you a bit of insomnia. There's some kind of imbalance here, and you're waiting for a medical diagnosis, and that could be something that's coming up for you this week, where they finally find out what it is that's going on with you. But your happiness is blocked. Your happiness is troubled at the moment, and you just want an explanation. You feel like you need the explanation so that you know what to do next, or you need some kind of closure so that you know how to proceed next with your next chapter. There is definitely something that you're missing. It's like the information has been presented to you, but you're just not seeing it. or perhaps somebody did tell you, and you didn't process it properly. You didn't hear all the words properly. But, there is an opportunity here for things to turn around, for you to get to that happiness that you're so eager to get to, for you to get to that end result that you're super, super eager to get to. I feel like things just keep getting pushed back over and over and over, and, the plan changes, and then it changes again, and then it changes again, and you're like, well, why? Why does this keep happening? Why can't we just stick to a plan? Super annoying. Now I see why you're being told to try to act with dignity and try to hear out the other side, whatever the other person, or you could even be dealing with like an organization, but try to hear out where they're coming from. I feel like it's all for a good reason, Sagittarius. The blockages are for a good reason, because it is not the right time. And they're just showing me somebody dancing. So if you're a dancer, or perhaps you've been dancing around the house, dancing for fitness, there's something definitely in this message for you. Having a really good time dancing. That's really cool. But yeah, I feel like, eventually you will come unstuck, and you will be able to move forward, Sagittarius. But moving into your love reading now, let's see what comes up here. I feel like this is going to be interesting. Sagittarius, love for Sagittarius for the week, please. Feel a bit of confusion for you, Sagittarius. We've got the Justice card, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So there again, you could be waiting for an apology from somebody. We do have communication here in the Eight of Wands. With the Four of Swords, you are trying to heal from something, perhaps a past relationship. It could be that somebody said something to you that wasn't very nice, or vice versa. Perhaps you said something to someone that wasn't very nice, but I'm going to read it as you, as somebody said something to hurt your feelings, and you're trying to heal from that, and it feels like it was a real hit to the ego. I'm feeling a lot of you did this, you said that, you're like this, you're like that. A lot of finger pointing. So yeah, perhaps there was a bit of an argument there, and your ego really took a hit. And so now you're feeling like, well, I don't know if I want this person to come back to me. Yes, you feel a super strong connection to this person, with the Two of Cups here and the Hermit. So you could be a bit withdrawn at the moment because of what happened or what was said. So you could be feeling a bit withdrawn, but you're very hopeful that there can be an improvement to this situation, to this partnership. I'm really drawn to the red cup that's down here. So that tells me that, yes, your feelings are quite guarded at the moment with the Queen of Swords, and you're going to stand your ground as well. But I'm feeling like you're hopeful, because for you feel like this person is the one. You're really stuck on this person, and it's feeling, look, I'm sorry, I'm getting an image of Skittles, the lolly Skittles, in the red bag. They keep showing me that. So perhaps you're eating Skittles, you really like Skittles, or perhaps you're missing the fun that was in the relationship. I don't know why that made me think of the fun in the relationship. Excuse me. And then the Lovers comes out with the Knight of Wands and the Five of Wands. So I really do feel like you're trying to decide what you're supposed to do. Like, you don't want to look like you're weak for taking this person back. You're not, it's like, well, I'm not really sure why they said that stuff to me. I'm not really sure why they hurt me like that. I mean, it could be that they've got something going on in their own lives and they just took that, their feelings out on you. I kind of feel like they acted out of character. But you do have a really good connection with this person, with both the Two of Cups and the Lovers card here. But I'm feeling like you're trying to decide, you're trying to work out, do I go back to this person? Do I put that work in to try and make this this relationship work? You really, really want to with the Knight of Wands here. I mean, look at this girl. She's out of control. She's so happy. You want to get that back, where I was talking about the fun. You want to get that fun relationship back, but you're super conflicted here with the Five of Wands, trying to work out what to do next. There's a lot of passion in this relationship, but at the moment you might have your walls up a bit. You might be coming across a little bit icy. They're trying to communicate with you, but you're just not really sure of what to do. Bit of a crossroads here, Sagittarius. As I said at the start of your love reading, a bit of confusion. Which way should I go? You know, I don't want to look weak, but I know that eventually I can make this work with this person, but can I forgive them? I do not want to lose my temper and, you know, start causing a scene with them, but I really don't like the way in which I was treated. So yeah, thinking about wanting to get back to the past with this person. You're really hopeful that you can make it work, but at the moment you are feeling like you've got your walls up a bit, and I don't blame you. If that person did come up at you in that manner, I would have my walls up a bit too. But I feel like, you know, I feel like you're thinking about being able to grow old with this person. And so you're trying to stay hopeful, but you're still very unsure. You don't want to have to go down this road with them again. Alex, they've just given me the name Alex. Sorry, I've just thrown that out there. The name Alex has just come up. So you could be dealing with somebody with the name Alex. Maybe you are Alex, but there should be something in this message for you. But yeah, I feel like you could grow old with this person, and you're thinking about the way that things were, and you're really hopeful that you can, you know, move forward and fix the situation. But it's like, well, they need to show you that this is not going to happen again, that they're not going to hurt your feelings in the way that they did. And then once they prove that to you, you'll be better able to make your decision, Sagittarius. But that is all I've got for you this week, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this offered you some guidance or clarity. If it did resonate, could you please like the video so that I'm aware? And if you feel like it, share and subscribe. I'd be truly, truly grateful if you did that. But yeah, thank you so much. And I will be back here next week with your weekly update. Thank you. Bye.